Hello there, geniuses. I'm back with another video and another topic. Maybe a topic that's been covered many times. Maybe I'll say some of the same things you've heard. Maybe I'll say some different things. That's for you to find out. And I'm also doing one on the road driving, which maybe this is a new technique I will utilize, which is making you videos when I have nothing better to do. Or, I'm driving and, well, I could be listening to music, I could be singing along, but I thought of you guys, and I thought of another subject I want to talk about, which is the wonderful world of INFJ videos on YouTube and other places, and what exactly it means to be an INFJ. Well, I have watched and studied much about the MBTI and the 16 personalities, INFJ being one of them. And I am not the kind of person or YouTuber who's going to tell you about all the functions of the personality and how it works, even though I've listened to death most of the well-known YouTubers who talk about INFJs and who are INFJs. Although there's been a few I've seen that kind of makes me wonder if they really are, because they seem awfully outgoing and kind of liking the spotlight. So I'm not going to judge, and nobody really cares anyway if I don't believe them. But I think it's pretty well known or accepted that the INFJ is sort of the most mysterious and most famous of the 16 personalities, at least as far as YouTube and social media world goes. And of course, I don't need to tell you all the reasons why. If you're watching this and you're wanting to watch, or shall I say listen to, an INFJ video, then you're already here for a reason that means you already know about the personality to some extent, and you're probably not going to find out all the sciencey information about it from me anyway. So if you're still listening, you're more interested in just the everyday talk side of it. And I do want to give you, I guess, in this video, my perspective of what it means to be an INFJ. Because you listen to different videos and, a lot of them just make us sound like perfect superheroes with all of these gifts and skills. And of course, there's a lot of truth to that. There's like the yin and the yang, though. I think that goes with every personality. So you're definitely not going to get the glorified INFJ picture from me. I think we're all created by God, and we all have different gifts and talents, things that we're enabled to do, things that we're more inclined to do than others. And I think there's a reason for that. But at the same time, being an INFJ, which sometimes I like categorizing myself that way, and sometimes I don't even. Again, with the paradox, right? Because there's good and bad about that too. It's just like, from all that I've delved into racism and many other topics over the years, and how people are classified around the world based on their pigment of their skin, it's just ridiculous. And so I would no longer want to be called white. I am not white. I am beige, or some color, in that realm. It's far from white. And just like pretty much everybody is not fully black, or at least the greater percentage is not. And so it's just nonsense, and it's just things that are used to divide us and categorize us and subcategorize us so we can talk about each other, whether it be good or negative at the time. But a lot of the time it's used for negativity, at least as far as if we're talking politics, as far as that stuff goes. So we won't get into that. But back to the whole INFJ topic. And I love being an INFJ when I want to categorize myself that way. The ability to read people and be basically a automatic body language expert is amazing, because I never feel like I'm going to walk into a situation where somebody surprises me, right? Not to say that we can't be surprised. Like, we could still get a birthday party surprise, or something like that. Or even a bad surprise. It can happen. But shall I say 99% of the time, in those, or more than 99%, in the situations in the real world where we're trying to judge, is this person trying to help me? Do they like me? Are they annoyed with me? In those very applicable situations, we can read the atmosphere, energy, their body language. And that's the cool thing. It's not just body language. It's like the whole energy of the room and the area and the people. And so that's really amazing. And just the way how we're sort of just naturally bent on being self-development pros of our own making, our own design. I think that's pretty amazing. Of course, though, like I said, there's the yin and the yang. So does it get tiring sometimes? Do we wish we could just turn it off? Yes. That would be extra amazing if we could just flip the switch anytime we wanted. But we can't. It's always there. It's there 24/7, 365. And hence why we get to the burnout sometimes, because our brains are always working. I know personally for me, when it's bedtime, most of the time there's so many things rolling around up there. And a lot of times they're productive things. Not always. Sometimes it's just sort of daydreaming, but it's usually some kind of productive thing that we're trying to work out, whether we're actually really thinking about it clearly or it's just kind of in the back of our head and our subconscious being worked out. But we have those aha moments where things just click into place and we have this amazing idea about something. And, I've probably had hundreds of ideas over the years that were amazing, perfect for me, but I didn't implement because of some reason or another, or I just straight up forgot about it because I didn't write it down. So we have plenty of ideas and inspiration, potential, and it really is up to us to just put it to work and to use it for good, for our benefit, for others' benefits around us. And how do I know I'm an INFJ? Well, I took the, 16 personalities free test online. I'm not sure if that's the right name. It's been so long, but I probably did it 2 or 3 different times over 5 years ago, and maybe once again in the last couple of years, just because it only takes 15-20 minutes maybe to take. But I'm triple sure, and I've also watched so many videos and researched so much that there's not a doubt at all. I am curious if there's any other INFJs listening to this, or what your thoughts are about the other INFJ YouTubers. I'm not here to talk about anybody else. I don't really follow anybody on a regular basis. For a while, I was. But maybe the last year or so, I just kind of got sick of it because I guess I just want a very balanced and normal conversation about the whole thing. I am going to talk about the personality type, whether it's the amazing parts or the not so great parts, because it's real. And that's real life, whether it's good or bad. But to just talk on and on about it like we're just INFJ robots and that's all there is to us, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm a real person, you're a real person, and we are just like if we were all one personality or all different personalities. We all have different experiences and things to share and learn from one another. And so we're not the same person. Even though we have these personality traits, skills, cognitive abilities that we share, but we're still all very different people. And so I always want to keep expanding the people that I know and the people that I can learn from. And sure, I might follow somebody on YouTube, we're talking about INFJ. I might follow an INFJ YouTuber for a long time, and there might be a couple I'll keep on following because I really like them. There is one in particular. I haven't listened to him in a while. I Speak People, is that his channel? But he was doing videos for a long time, and then he just kind of stopped. But I really vibed with him, and I could have just kept listening to his videos every single day, and I don't know if I would have stopped. But he stopped making videos. So, whether it's the same personality of a person or a different person, we are all going to vibe with different people anyway. So all those things are at play. But I think it's very interesting how we're always trying to find new people to learn from generally. And it's just sort of an autopilot thing. We're not trying to be self-developing people per se. I have had times in my life where I dove into that niche of self-development and went all in and did some classes, online sorts of things with very well-known, famous teachers that if I name their names, you would know them. But I'm not much into naming names on this channel so far, and there's reason for that. But anywho, I just wanted to, talk about the fact of being an INFJ because I definitely am one, and maybe I didn't say that clearly in the first video, but so it is very meaningful to me. I love being an INFJ, but like I said before, I think we're all created with different skills, gifts, and personalities that go well beyond the 16 personalities. So it's not something I want to focus too heavy on, even though this channel is obviously designed around the INFJ theme. But I just want it to be about everyday topics and conversation, and I want to find the people that are interested in the same. So that's what makes us INF geniuses. And even if you're not an INFJ, but you're totally vibing with the topics and the conversation, then we would get along just fine. So that's all I got for now. Until next time, I'll see you soon, geniuses.